I studied with Plato, but my eyes kept returning to the world beneath our feet. Animals, politics, friendship, habit, change. Plato taught me to look upward, but I could not abandon the richness of particulars. A fish, a constitution, a tragedy, a friendship, a syllogism. Each deserved patient attention. Philosophy had to honor both universal form and stubborn detail. I did not reject wonder. I tried to give wonder a method. The world was too abundant to be treated as a footnote to abstraction. To understand a thing, I wanted to know what it is made of, what form it has, what brings it about, and what end it serves. Causes prevent shallow explanation. A statue is marble, shape, sculptor's work, and purpose. A human life also has material, form, motion, and aim. We misunderstand ourselves when we ask only what pushes us and never what we are for. This way of asking slows the impatient mind. Instead of grabbing one explanation and calling it complete, it makes understanding answer from several sides. I watched creatures closely because nature is not a distraction from philosophy. It is one of philosophy's great teachers. Observation disciplines imagination. I catalogued, compared, dissected, and listened to reports because knowledge begins in wonder, but matures through method. Nature is intelligible, but not to a mind too proud to look carefully. The smallest creature could correct a theory. That humility before evidence is also a moral habit, because reality does not owe obedience to our elegance. A good life is not produced by a single noble thought. Character is trained by repeated action until the soul learns its shape. Virtue grows through practice. No one becomes just by admiring justice once, or temperate by praising moderation. We become what we repeatedly do, until choice settles into character, and character makes certain actions feel natural. This is why education cannot be only lectures. The young must be placed inside practices that make good action repeatable before crisis asks for it.
Courage stands between cowardice and recklessness. Generosity stands between waste and stinginess. Virtue is not softness, it is proportion. The mean is not mediocrity, it is excellence fitted to circumstance. The courageous person does not feel no fear. He fears rightly, for the right reasons, at the right time, in the right way. Precision in life is harder than precision in geometry. The right measure changes with person, danger, age, and task. Ethics is not a table of frozen rules. It is trained perception in a living situation. I taught a prince who would shake the world. Knowledge near power is never innocent. The tutor must wonder what becomes of lessons once ambition takes them. Alexander's ambition showed that intellect and conquest do not necessarily mature together. A brilliant student can master strategy while failing to master desire. Education near empire must reckon with the frightening gap between intelligence and wisdom. I do not pretend that philosophy controlled empire. The student went beyond the teacher, as students do, and the world learned how far brilliance can travel without moderation.
Human beings are not made for isolation. Speech, law, friendship, and justice reveal that we become ourselves inside a community. The polis exists because humans complete themselves through shared life. We speak not only to signal pleasure and pain, but to deliberate about just and unjust. A community forms the conditions in which virtue either flourishes or withers. Politics, therefore, matters because it shapes habits before individuals know they are being shaped. Laws are teachers, whether wise or foolish. Ask what kind of person your habits are building. Happiness is not a passing mood. It is the activity of a life becoming excellent. Eudaimonia is often translated as happiness, but it is deeper than feeling good. It is flourishing, the active life of the soul in accordance with excellence. Ask not only what you enjoy, but what your powers are becoming. Do not ask only what you believe in private. Ask what your schedule, friendships, pleasures, and fears are rehearsing until they become your second nature.